Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mobster Monkey. And today we're doing another review. And as you can see on this screen, we are doing the Gunslinger Spawn review. This figure is sick looking, especially living here in the great state of Wyoming, the great Wild West. I draw real close to this figure. But it looks amazing. It looks incredible. But before we get into any review of this figure, we're going to take this time to talk about our sponsor, which is Nerds Forever. Nerds Forever is a great place to pick up any of your nerdy needs, such as any of these bad boys. Go ahead and check them out on Facebook. Go check out their website in the description below at 307nerdsforever.com. Pretty great. And here is all of the good stuff for the store. You can definitely pick up this figure from the store. This figure goes for about $30 to $40, depending on where you want to pick it up from. I would highly recommend picking it up from Nerds Forever, due to the fact that you can get 10% off on any purchase as long as you use the promo code Newcastle, which is one word. But yeah, so hopefully you go and do that, and you can pick this figure up yourself. So let's go ahead and review, or take a closer look at this figure. We're going to take a look at the box first before we do anything. So the box looks pretty cool. It's got that generic Western style. I like the paint job. Kind of makes it feel like it's a Western, I guess, paint job on the box itself. We'll talk about the figure here in a minute. The side of the box has got a cool box art of Spawn with his repeater, and his 6 shooters on one on the hip and one in the other hand. His boots look amazing. McFarlane does a really good job with his artwork, so I love his artwork, especially with being the Gunslinger Spawn. Looks really sweet. And then they've got, of course, the figure pose on the back, and then the other side. There you go. And then the bottom and the top doesn't got much going on. But yeah, let's go ahead and bust this bad boy out of the box. So what we're going to do is bring this other box up, set it down right here, right over here, and we will go ahead and open up this one, and we'll talk to you guys here in a minute. Alrighty, now we do have the figure and the weapons out of the box. And we're going to go ahead, before we review the figure, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the weapons. It comes with the steampunk-esque Gatling gun, so that looks pretty dope. They added quite a bit of detail in the gun itself. Not a lot with the paint job with those details, but there is quite a bit of details on there. As you can see, there's skulls on the clip, the skulls up here. Then there's the little details and rivets and whatnot on the gun itself. So it looks really, really good. Well done. If there was a little bit more better of a paint job and whatnot, I think it would look a little tad bit better. But for what it's going for, it looks really, really good. Really well done. Looks like it could be pretty easily held. He's got one hand that's facing down, and of course the other one you can pull up a bit and stick the other part right in there. I would do that, but it's going to be a little difficult. And this isn't my figure. Again, Nerds Forever is letting me borrow this figure back here. It's in the box. The stand's not even working right now, so we're just going to pull it off, set it to the side. And then my other buddy from Nerds Forever is letting me borrow this figure. He recently bought it, and so he's just like, you can open it up. And so that's what we're doing. That's why I'm able to open up the figure, else I definitely would have kept this guy in the box. Because you all know me and keeping things in the box. He wants to do the Michael Jackson lean, and I don't want him to. We're going to set him against the box right back here. Perfect. And then we're going to look at his revolvers, his 6 shooters. 6 shooters look really good. Again, got a little bit of a details in there, so you got the skulls on the sides. Looks really good. Not a lot going on with the barrel or the rest of the gun. I'm trying to think of the name of I keep wanting to say cartridge, but it's not a cartridge. But yeah, the gun, the barrel, and I'll probably think of that once I'm done recording, because I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember it because I have a gun. I have a revolver. I have a 6-shooter. I don't know what's going on with it. Where did the other one? Okay, the Gatling gun was hiding it, and the same thing on this one. Pretty good. And then we're able to stick these bad boys right into his holsters, which we're gonna do because why not? I would stick them in the hands, but again, I don't want to break anything, mess anything up on the figure, since due to the fact that it is not my figure. Boom, there we go. Pretty slick looking. So now let's go ahead and jump into the figure himself. The figure's looking pretty great. I'm a huge fan of Spawn, a huge fan of McFarlane. He does a phenomenal job with his Spawn figures. We'll take a quick look at the figure itself, the front side. They added quite a bit of detail in this guy, a lot of spikes, and then of course the bullet belts. Got going on a lot of the spikes on the wrists. Looks really good. Really hard to manipulate due to having all the spikes, because they're constantly poking you. The hat looks freaking awesome. The jacket looks really well done. A lot of detail in the jacket to make it have that that fill. If you were looking at it, you can probably tell what kind of fill it has. Oop. Sorry, it's got that like I can't really leathery feel to it, and again, the jacket is made of that plastic rubber stuff. And then the back of him, they actually did quite a bit of detail with the stitching and whatnot on the jacket. So that's really cool. And I like how the collar looks like it's being blown in the wind. I think that's really cool. And then like the thigh belts going on looks really well done. The holsters look really good. The boots also look really good. And he's got the spurs, so that's really cool. I really like that. So yeah, let's jump into some articulation on this bad boy. Again, McFarlane Toy does a very good job with articulation. They try to add in as much as possible, so that we do have, starting off, we do have a bit of an ab crunch. Not a whole lot of ab crunch, due to the jacket kind of is a little restrictive, but that's what you kind of expect when you get jackets and whatnot. Restrictive on that. The head, it's got full rotation on a ball joint. Looking up, it's going to be a little bit difficult due to the collar of the jacket. So I guess if you do have if you're wanting him to look up more, you can definitely get a hairdryer or whatnot and mold that, since it is just the rubber plastic stuff. You can look down quite a bit, and the hat cannot be removed. It's on there, which I'm fine with. It looks really good. I love the hat. And then shoulders wise, you can raise his arm up about that high, down that low, and then he's got full rotation. A little restrictive, kind of got to force it due to the jacket part. And then we've got the double jointed elbows, so he's able to get the full 90 degrees going on, articulation wise there. And then there's no forearm rotation. And then with the I guess wristbands, armband things, it's a little restrictive, but there is full rotation of the hands. But again, it's a little difficult because you've got all the spikes you got to grab onto, and then it's kind of leaning a little bit over the hand. A little bit over the hand. But yeah, so you've got full rotation of the wrists, and then we've got full articulation in the hips, hip rotation. It's just, again, the jacket's restrictive, so you're not going to get a full bend on him unless you manipulate the jacket, which I'm not going to, since again, this is not my figure. But yeah, so he does have the full rotation, and then the belt and the holster and whatnot kind of get in the way as well. But hopefully you're not trying to get Spawn to do a full 360 for his hips. It's not really what you go for there. And then he's got a good split going on. Again, a little restrictive due to the belts and the holsters, but it's pretty good. Hopefully you don't want Spawn again in a full split. I don't think that's what real Spawn's known for. He's not known for being in what's it called, cheerleading. And then thighs, again, a little restrictive, so a lot of restriction due to the extra things they added to this figure. So he can raise his leg up a little bit higher than that, but I'm not going to go any higher. Again, it's not my figure, and I don't want to break it, and it's a little tight right there, so I'm going to leave it to Jerry if he wants to do that. No thigh rotation, a little bit of a pivot there up here in the thigh or in the hip, and then double articulated knees, which again makes it to where it can bend at a close to a 90-degree angle. As you can see, there's a spike right there, kind of getting on the weight of it getting bent all the way, but that's fine. And then ankles, you got ankle pivot, you've got full ball joint, and then toe articulation as well, because McFarlane likes to add that toe articulation right there. But yeah, it looks really well done. Really good figure. If you guys are interested in Spawn figures, I'd highly recommend picking this figure up. Nerds Forever does have a couple of these figures for sale as of right now, so I'd definitely jump on that train for that 10% off any purchases if you're looking to get the Gunslinger Spawn. But for me, it is a phenomenal figure. I had to decide between wanting to pick up a Gunslinger Spawn or pick up the Soul Crusher, and I decided on the Soul Crusher because it just has that Fallout feel and whatnot, and I really like that. But sooner or later, I will be picking this guy up once I get some more paychecks. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and if you guys did, hit that like button. Also go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out and also allows you to know when I'm uploading and whatnot, and also hit that bell so that you'll be notified when I upload. But yeah, thank you guys so much for everything you're doing for me. I appreciate it. And definitely go check out my other videos, and we'll be uploading some more videos here soon. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.